Folks, this is again Coach Taylor on the Whistle and Worship podcast. We're coming again from the 2026 North Carolina Coaching Convention in Greensboro, North Carolina. And I'm very glad to be joined this morning with Coach Fraizer. Coach Fraizer is the athletic director, head basketball coach at Bertie High School. Good morning, Coach.
Yes, sir. Good morning.
How you doing today? Good to see you, brother.
Doing well. Blessed to be here.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself?
I'm Coach Fraizer. I'm the head coach, head boys basketball coach, and athletic director here at Bertie High School. I've been coaching for about 12 years. Majority of my coaching is from the college level, so just happy to be here and be able to help my guys get better.
Awesome. Now, where were you coaching in college?
Man, I've been all over the place. So I've been Division I at Arkansas Little Rock, Division II at Clark Atlanta, Valdosta State, NAIA at Wiley College, so kind of been all around.
Awesome. Good deal. See, you've got a great bit of experience, so that's awesome. So,
yes, sir.
Coach, like we just talked about a few minutes ago, what we're trying to get going here with the Whistle and Worship podcast is and provide an outlet for coaches to sit down and freely speak of how they use Christ-like attitudes and values in their coaching, and how they use that to impact their athletes, not only during that season, but during a lifetime to help them out and become better people. So, I'll ask you a couple questions real quick, Coach. First of all, how do you create an environment where your athletes feel valued as individuals, not just by their performance?
Well, first things first, you got to build a relationship, right? So you got to show them that you actually care about them as a person instead of a student athlete. How do we do that? We do weekly meetings. We do weekly check-ins where we spend 20 to 25 minutes talking to each kid, and nothing is about basketball. It's just about life, how they're doing, how their grades are, how's mom doing, how's grandmom doing, how do you feel, and things like that. So even if you're not playing, you don't feel undervalued.
That's awesome, Coach. I know for myself, I just retired after 25 years of coaching, and when I was a head coach, I was very guilty in my first year of not doing that thing you just spoke about. There was probably guys on my team that I couldn't tell you anything about their home life, their environment, who was there, mom and dad, grandma, and that became essential to me once I started making those connections with the guys to really not only build a team, but build those relationships you just mentioned. So how do you see then, therefore, how does that impact the athlete? What kind of difference do you see that connection making with him or her?
I mean, they run through a wall for you. So even if they're not as skilled as you want them to be, once they know that you care about them outside of the basketball court, they'll run through a wall for you. And that speaks volumes with all the teams that I coach. Like, hey, we might not be the most skilled, but we're going to play hard, and hard. Guys will put their bodies on the line for you once they know that you care about them outside of basketball.
Exactly. Speak to me. I love how you just said that idea of caring. I think a lot of times in coaches, we're getting this thinking, well, they should know I care about them because I'm coaching them. But there's a difference there, right?
Yes.
What's that difference?
Man, it's just win or lose. Win or lose. Like, my guys know, hey, if we win, I know he loves me. Hey, if we lose, I know he loves me. Hey, if I decide to transfer or things don't work out, hey, I know I can still call Coach Fraizer.
Awesome. That's great. Good deal. And the second question I want to ask you, Coach, is what do you hope your athletes will remember most about your leadership long after their playing days are over?
I just hope that they will want to lead the way I led them, you know, and help somebody the way I help them, and coach somebody the way I coach them. So, like I always tell them in practice, it's all business, nothing is personal, and I just hope they go through life with that mindset.
Exactly. That's 100% correct. And I know, you know, we're going to get them 3-4 years, and like you just mentioned, to go with the transfer stuff now, you may not have them that long, right?
So, yes, sir.
What kind of impact can we as coaches have on them if they do graduate and they go on in whatever occupation or whatever that next step is for them in life? Why is the impact we as coaches have on them so important then?
Because, I mean, even though we are the most underpaid in the school building, we spend the most hours with them.
Amen, yeah.
Right? So I'm here at the coaches clinic today, but these past 2 days, I had 4 student athletes who came with me to Richmond to play AAU. You know, they had to stay with me in hotels. Their grandmamas dropped them off at my house. So outside of school hours where we're not clocking in. So coaches, we just have a big responsibility of making sure they're fine and molding and shaping them into who they can be in the future.
Yeah, because I think the world we live in and the world that surrounds our athletes promotes, if you're not the best, if you're not the one winning all the time, then that affects your value. You're less important because of that.
No.
How can we as coaches make a difference there?
Oh man, just like we said, just pouring into them daily, even outside of basketball, because your 12th man might end up being your future doctor, your future lawyer. You're gonna end up needing your 12th man, and if you just push them to the side just because of athletics, they won't grow into who they're supposed to be after basketball.
Yeah, I think a lot of times that, again, we're guilty of as coaches getting into game plans week to week, concerned about the opponents. We forget that those guys or gals we're coaching, one day they're going to be moms and dads, they're going to be community leaders, they're going to be employees, and so what the things you're speaking to, I think, are so important to then make their lives such a meaningful thing for someone else when they become adults. Yeah, definitely. So you say you're an athletic director. This is the first year?
No, I'm going into year 3.
Okay. How, as you as an athletic director, how can you, with Christ-like attitude, kind of have an impact on your coaches?
I mean, just bring them in and just give them my core values and expectations for the program. You know, a lot of my core values are Christ-like, and they are faith-based as well. And I'm blessed to say a lot of my coaches are Christ-like and faith-based. So
awesome.
We share ideas with each other in the name of Lord as well.
Awesome. That's special, and it's very much needed, and I think it's something that we can't forget about is being coaches, men and women that can go out there and have an impact for Christ on our teams.
Yes,
sir. Definitely. Man, Coach, it's been awesome getting to know you this morning, sitting down and speaking with you. I really appreciate you taking the time.
Hey, thank you. I appreciate you guys.
Yes, sir. Thank you, brother.
Thank you.
Take care.
All right.